everyone, and welcome to something that looks really, really glitchy. But it's going to have to be that way. It's kind of funny because you can kind of see the game HUD up and down here, and you can even click on a bunch of these things. It's hilarious. It shouldn't be doing that. Anyway, welcome to Let's Play Arcanum of technological mumbo jumbo and magical stuffs. Brought to you by GameAnyone.com by Frozen Foxy. Actually, it's more like of Steamworks and Magic Obscura, something like that. This is a game that was requested by Sephiroth's Awakening for winning third place in the raffle, so congratulations to him. I've actually never played this game before, so this is going to be interesting because this is like an RPG kind of game, which means there's probably lots of grinding and so forth and so on. I don't know exactly how it's going to work out, but I have been doing a little bit of reading up on this game, found out that it had a lot of bugs and so forth, and found out that there was unofficial patches, which is kind of funny because the people who made this game is Troika Games, who also made Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and for those of you who are interested in that game, you'll probably know that that game has unofficial patches as well to fix up bugs that were never fixed in that either. Now the other thing that might interest some of you is that some of the people that worked on this might be very familiar names to you. Jason Anderson, Leonard Boyarsky, and Tim Kaine. Now, if those names don't sound familiar to you, you probably aren't into some of the older RPGs that I would enjoy myself. They actually were people who worked on Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, the really original ones, before this whole Fallout 3 3D kind of crap came out. Fallout 3 is okay, but it's definitely not up to par with those original RPGs. Now, while this does have a bit of a Fallout feel to it, it also has something of a Diablo-like feel to it because, as you'll see once we get into the game, there's like a red tube for your life, and then kind of a bluish tube for, I think it's slightly for spells, but at the same time it's supposed to be a fatigue tube, so like running around can deplete it as well. So it's kind of like Diablo dumbed down, because Diablo actually had that stamina bar. But the main difference here between tubes is Diablo had like red and blue balls, and honestly, no one likes blue balls, and that's why no one likes Diablo. Okay, a lot of people like Diablo. I didn't like Diablo. It made me sick from the angle that they looked down on the characters. But anyway, yeah, I had to apply some official patches, some unofficial patches. I also applied something that apparently will allow me to put this into a high definition look, which is why the HUD is slightly appearing on either side. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to working with a new game here. Apparently we can either pick a character or create a new character. So if we pick characters here, we've got like random pre-made characters. However, who the hell wants to be a pre-made character? That doesn't sound fun to me. So let's go ahead and make a new one. Let's see here. What can we be? We can be a human, a dwarf, an elf, half-elf, a gnome, halfling, half-orc, half-ogre, and human once again. Honestly, out of all those, the human is the only thing that really sounds good to me. I've never been into elves, and I don't like short people, and I don't like plain massive, ogre strong type people either. So I'm gonna be in the middle as a human. It's kind of like neither male and female, obviously, and apparently they've got backgrounds. That's kind of interesting because Vampire the Masquerade also came with backgrounds that you could choose, except for the fact that it was actually disabled. I hear that the patches that I've applied to this game actually will open some other content that wasn't in the original game. I have no idea about that. I don't even know what the original content was anyhow. So that'll be interesting nonetheless. So let's see here. We can have no significant background. Let's take a look at this other stuff. We've got raised by snake handlers. 20% increase to resistance and poison, but we suffer a -1 beauty penalty. Okay, so BE is beauty. I have no idea what beauty would be about. I'm guessing that's like so you can attract other people in the game or something like that, because they did have a little bit of that appearing in Fallout 2. I think they might have had a little bit of it in Fallout 1, but it was more in Fallout 2. As far as I remember. I haven't played that game in a long time. This is going to be the longest character creation video you have ever seen. It's probably going to be in like 5 parts. So, if you're not enjoying this character creation right now, please feel free to skip to part 6. Alright, let's see here. We've got apprentice to a blacksmith. Master's a hard man. Gain a bonus of +1 strength. Dexterity is down. I think I'm just gonna slowly look at each of these things. We've got some suffering of tech skills. Yeah, I hear there's like technology in this game, like guns and so forth. I mean, we saw in that opening video that guy was like shooting at someone, and honestly, guns sound kind of cool to have in kind of a medieval game. Medieval game, yes. So I think I will try to avoid screwing up the guns. I would like to try them out at least. Let's see here. Apparently got some perception here, but we don't get much starting wealth. I don't know how much wealth is good for this game, but the fact that you are getting +1 to one of your skills sounds kind of good compared to having wealth, in my opinion. Let's see here. Get a +1 sword, but you'll incur a terrible negative reaction for any evil acts. Well, I don't know if I want to do evil acts. I haven't ever played this game. How should I know? Maybe I want to be evil. I don't know. Let's see. You know, I think I'll probably just go ahead and stop the video for a little bit, because it's probably going to take me forever to figure out which of these histories that I'll want. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go with this this orphaned as a young child. Get -1 to willpower, because everything was easy in life. That's fine for me. And then we get some more money. Yeah, and it's funny because I was ironically just saying that probably getting skills is better than wealth, and here I'm going to choose something with wealth. Alright, so looks like we get to more or less decide what our character has here. A little bit of health here. Yep, there's that fatigue. So, yeah, casting. So it even affects casting. It's interesting. It's going to be like walking around. It's going to be apparently encumbrance and casting spells. That's a way to do it that I have not heard of before. Anyways, we got some charisma here. So basically affects the way that we can persuade people. It's kind of interesting that charisma is about persuasion. Not many games use charisma for persuasion. They normally use it for kind of like seduction and so forth, but I guess that's this beauty one over here. I don't think I've seen many games with a beauty trait. Just charisma. They kind of roll it up into that one. Anyway, physical appearance affects initial reaction. Well, I think I would like to change people's minds rather than affect their initial reactions, in my opinion. So we've got some overall body coordination that apparently affects default ability and more skills than any other stat. So I guess dexterity is a good one to have. Got some constitution here, resistance and fatigue and such. A little bit of strength, gives us some muscle power. How much damage can be inflicted and absorbed. So apparently we got weapons will have some kind of minimum strength required to use them. I have no idea what strength levels is going to be required for different things, so that's not going to really help me, is it? So we got intelligence over here. It's learning spells and technology skills, so this is kind of good no matter which way you're going. I don't know. I might want to get some of that. Got willpower, affects haggle, apparently attributes to hit points, which is kind of interesting that it does. Perception is the ability to use ranged weapons effectively. Well, if we're going to get some guns, that could be really helpful. Alright, well, I think I would like to persuade people a little more. Maybe a little more perception. We got some skills over here too. See here, does this affect the same? Oh man, it affects exactly the same points. That's kind of bad, because it's like I'm limited to only those 5, and if I raise anything over here, I can't raise things over here. The hell is this? We got skills, we got technological disciplines, and we got spell colleges. Holy crap. Look at all this stuff. This is insane. I wonder if by the end of this game you can actually beef up all these skills enough that you'd be able to get into any of these skills, or what? I don't know. Anyway, let's see here. We got some melee. Gotta figure out exactly what I want to get on this. Heal, huh? Ability to cure wounds and reduce crippling injury. Skill is dependent on your intelligence. So is it just like you walk up and say you're healed, buddy, and it just works kind of thing? I don't know. Got some repair skill to repair some damaged items. That sounds kind of cool. Firearms, ability of marksmanship with technological weapons, dependent on your perception. I think I would like to have some firearms. Sounds good. Maybe some repair. That's cool. Got pick locks, disarm traps. What do we got going over here? Got some herbology. Apparently we can do some medical salves. Chemistry. Electric layman. Man, there's just a lot of stuff. Ooh, gunsmithy. It's kind of cool. Might want to get in on some guns and handcraft some stuff. An elephant gun? Damn. Let's see here. It's like some little tiny letters. You can probably read that, but I can barely read that. Looks like a metal tube and a broken flintlock pistol or something. Alright, well, let's grab that. I think I would like to be able to craft guns. Maybe we'll get this fine revolver later on. Sounds kind of cool. Alright, I think we're all pretty much used up on skills. So hopefully this is a good start. I'm sure it's not. It's probably like the worst start ever and people are yelling at me. Shut up. I've never played this game before.